Hey guys, happy Friday. Welcome to the channel. Crafting with Lola and Oscar. Hope you guys had a really good week. And also, I wanted to say thank you guys so much for those who have been subscribing, who've been watching the videos. I've been looking at the numbers. Thank you guys so much. I hope you're enjoying what you're seeing me make. So tonight, what I'm going to be doing is showing you how I made this particular stationery portfolio type of thing. It is inspired, but I still made it my own. So meaning that I saw someone else make it. So the measurements for most of it is from someone else, but the designs and the other part of it, I added it, made it my own, bottom line. So let me kind of show you how I made this one, and then we're going to actually put one together online, and then I'll give you all the measurements. Everything will be in the narrative as well. Okay, so this one I made with the Crafter's Companion Rose Gold Collection paper stationery. Maybe that's what I want to say, stationery. Yeah. Okay, so I'm going to put it up and then I'll tell you all the things you need. But right now, I just kind of want you to see how it looks. I'm just going to move my coffee cup. Okay, so it does have like a little magnet on the side here. There's a little gusseted pocket in here. Yay! So all this stuff I'll show you how to do. Oops, I'm getting camera. There we go. Okay, and then over here is another little pocket, as you can see. Let's see if I can get it so you can doop, doop, doop. There we go. Another little pocket where you can put all your stationery. Not a lot, clearly, but it's a nice little pocket that you can either put notepad in there or stationery or whatever you want to put in here. And then here is a notebook that I simply just got from the dollar store. It was a ring binder, but I kind of noticed I still kind of messed this up. I don't know why I'm having problems with this. But the bottom line is I took it out the ring binder, created my own design for the front, using all the Crafter's Companion components from the Crafter's Companion Rose Garden collection. So that's basically how this goes. Now, I mean, it doesn't have to be like this. I made a little pocket to go here. I think she had something else. So the person I saw, I put little borders on it. As you can see, the pretty border I put on here from one of the border dies. And then I put my magnets on the outside. And it's made with chipboard, so it'll be nice and sturdy. So let's go on to, and then I also edged it up. Now, one thing I will say is that you cannot use glue on this part. On the big pieces, use double-sided tape because I made a little boo-boo and I had to take it all apart. And I said, oh my gosh, I can't use a double-sided tape. So I went and I used spray adhesive. And as it turned out, it kind of stained it in a couple areas, but you can't really see it. So I just took some resistant dye, and kind of edged it up around the corners to kind of also give it a little edge. So that's this one right here. And then I just put a little something here on the front because it was the big boo-boo was like right in there. Also, I did try different little things. I made like a little shaker, which is really cute. A little shaker card that can also go here too. So something that and you can, again, you just make it your own. Okay, so let's get going. So the one that we're going to be making tonight is going to be using, again, it's a custom portfolio. stationery set using an African textile paper. This should be really pretty. Check this out. What are you going to need? Well, first of all, for the project, let me tell you what you're going to need. First of all, you're going to need what's called chipboard. Okay. And you can get it from Amazon. That's the best place to get it. I meant to have this. You can get a nice stack of it, as you can see. You can get a nice stack of it. Let me show you like that. And it's not expensive at all. So it's what's called chipboard. See? Ding, ding, ding. Okay. You put that to the side. I said that. Oscar thinks it's something. He just woke up. I woke him up by saying that word. All right. You're going to need some double-sided tape, depending on what you're taping, and I'll show you what I mean by that. You can get this on Amazon too, as far as the different, let me kind of get it so you can see the different widths, double-sided tape. Okay. I would use this glue. Now you will want to use this, so you can use this, and I'll show you where I kind of use this at. Okay. Also, if you want to, you can use your Collide glue, which I have advise that you do, because if you have anything, and I'm going to show you there's areas where you want to kind of use this glue because you need stuff to move around. You want to make sure you don't get it down there permanently. Like with this glue is great for making boxes and using the chipboard, but once you put it on there, is it? It ain't gonna move around because you got it off centered. So, you're gonna want to probably have both of these on hand. If you're doing anything delicate with dies and words and stuff like that, you want to try and get you one of these what's called Dottie Pins. You get them from Crafter's Companion. Yep. So that's it. And then also you want some little crafting magnets, which you can get these from Crafter's Companion, or you can get them. You can get this from Amazon as well. I think that's pretty much it. So those are all the supplies. Clearly you need paper and all that kind of stuff. And you can pick whatever paper you want. That's up to you. All right, so let me show you what I'm going to be using also. I'm going to go ahead and tell you all the stuff that I use for this particular project. And then you can use whatever you want. So the first thing, again, it's going to be using this paper called Africa. I got it off of I didn't get it off HS. I got it off of Amazon. So it's called African Textile Paper. Okay, and it's really thin. We're going to use that for the little gift cards, which you're going to see in a minute. That'll be down the road. I'm just kind of show you, and I'll have all this in the narrative too, okay? So then I'll just give you a little cheat sheet, just a little cheeky, as they say, see the different patterns. Yeah, really, but it's real thin. So this is what you want to use for your cards, not for actually making the book. All right, we have that. Okay, put that to the side, and then also I did some creative cutting with borders. So these are some just border dies. You can get these from HSN or Craft Stash or wherever. And actually, I use this one right here. So I use that one. Okay, but again, I'll have all this information, like I said, in the narrative if you're wondering what I used. You get your good old notepad from the dollar store. Those are like 5x7s, or I'm not too sure. And then also to make my little pocket, this is from the Precious Memories Collections Crafter's Companion, that little pocket that I showed you, which I'm going to make. The only thing you need from this set is this is the square part for the actual pocket. This is going to be the part for the, you might not can see that. So you'll need this part and this, okay? And then this is going to be for your gussets. Your gussets, is that how you say it? Yep. And then for your little designer topper that goes over top like that, so that it would look like that. These are the only these are only dies that you would need if you were to use this set from Crafter's Companion. You don't have to have it. I'm just telling you what I used, okay, for this particular project. Okay, what else? And also, when we get to the little note cards, which I'm going to show you, okay, in a minute, I used a couple of cute dies, which I love these girls. Okay, that. And then for some of the words, this one says, hey girl. Now you're not going to be able to see that probably because they're black. These are diamond press. One says hello friend. One says note. This one just simply says hello. This is an Anna Griffin die. And it says friend. So these are some of the little dies that I use for the notepads. Okay. And then last but not least, the paper, the actual paper that I use to make the portfolio. I got this from, and it's so pretty. I got this from, oh Lord, where did I get this from? Oh, you know what? I got this from Michales. And it's just so pretty. You can see all the patterns. And it's called City Girl. I think, yeah, City Girl Design, a capital design. Okay. And so I used a couple of sheet. Now, the only thing is they only have 2 of each sheet. So, yeah, you got to kind of figure out what you want to do. So that's the paper that I use. And this is a 12 by 12 pad. That's what I use for the outside of the portfolio. Now, let's put everything together and I'm going to tell you. Now, I want to pull out. I'm going to take this off. And I want to zoom out, I think, a little bit. Is that better? Yeah. All right. So what you're going to need for your paper is, let me pull everything, make sure I got everything, and I'll give you the measurements, and I'll put this. Now, these are the measurements that I got from the person that it was inspired from. So I want to make sure I'm telling you. So your paper, your actual paper, which is, I use this design, which is very pretty. I love it. Okay. You're going to need, no, let's go with the chipboard. So with the chipboard, you're going to need, let me turn this around so I can see it. You're going to need 2 pieces of 8 1/8 by 5 1/8. Okay. 2 pieces. So the 8 1/8 by 5 1/8, that's this piece and this piece right here. It's these 2 right here. Yeah, these 2 right here. Then you're going to need 2 pieces of 1 by 8 1/8. That's these 2 pieces right here. And then the last piece is a 4 by 8 1/8. And that's this little piece right here. Chipboard. Now, for the inside pocket, this is what I added because I wanted my little pocket to be sturdier. So you will want to cut a 3 3/4 by 8 7/8. Okay, and that's just to support the pocket. And then I cut another little piece of 3/8 to go down in here because even if you put something in there, if your paper isn't nice and sturdy, even though this is going to be glued down, you don't want it to pierce. So that's why I put this. I'm going to put this down in there to make it nice and firm. So that's the chipboard you would need. Okay. Now let's go to the paper. Oh, and I'm sorry. Yes. Now let's go to the paper. So the first thing you would need for your designer paper, whatever you're going to use, and that's this paper here. This paper here. Okay. You're going to want to have 1 piece of 3 3/4 by 3 3/4, which I didn't use because she made a little corner pocket. I did something different by using the little pocket that I'm going to show you. The liner, which will go on the inside of here, you're going to want a piece of 12 by 7 3/4 and a piece of 7 by 7 3/4 because the paper isn't long enough and you're just going to extend it. Okay, see, you have to make it come over like that, which we're going to show you. You need a piece of paper that's 10 inches square. And you'll need 2 pieces of that. Okay. And then, and the 2 pieces that are 10 inches square, that's this right here. So you're going to get 2 pieces of 10-inch square paper and you are going to connect them because you need a piece of paper to go long. And you can't see. Can you see kind of where I connected them? See right there. Yeah, see the crease right there? Right. So that's your 2 pieces of 10 by 10 and you just connect them so you can get the whole length. When you put your chipboard on, you want to give about 1/8 of an inch space right in there. And it's a good idea to take a bone folder and kind of give it a little extra burnish so that when you actually fold everything over, it will be done. All right, so that's all, I believe, all the paper that you need, other than the little paper that you would use for the cards and the little pocket that I'm going to actually create. Okay, so let's go ahead and put this now. I put double-sided tape down already. So this is all ready to go. So now I've already burnished this and everything. So to expedite time, I just pulled all the tape off. I'm going to go ahead and fold this over. Okay. All right, it's a little tricky. And again, all the information will be done. It will be put up on the. It'll be put up on the web on the page. Okay. And then we'll just turn this one over like this. Now, one thing I would say is when you're doing this part right here, you definitely want to try and get this so that you don't have any paper hanging over. Okay. So when you look at it, you don't want to have, see how there's a little bit hanging over right there? So I'll cut that later, but I'm not going to cut it right now. Because I want to, all right, so now we have this all over. And then, only because I've already done this, but you definitely want to take your bone folder and then just burnish this so everything's stuck down nice and good. All right. All right, so now we have that. Okay. And then now, here's where your liner comes in. Now, I really wanted this to be orange instead of black, but for some reason, I just didn't have enough paper to make it work right. Some wouldn't work right. So I said, you know what? Let me go ahead and use black. I'll just line it in black. It'll be okay. And so this is 12 by 7 3/4. Now, you can see there's no room left, right? So that's why you had to cut another piece to be 7 by 7, okay, to make up the difference. So what I'm going to do is clearly turn this over first. And then what I want to do is I'm going to not put tape on here because I want this to be a little bit of this hanging out. So I'm going to put my actual tape or around my 7 by 7 all the way around this way. Now it may be hard to see because I got it black. So I'm going to use some of the biggest tape. I think it's like 2 inches. The big tape. See this big tape? I'm going to use the big tape. All right. I don't know why I didn't have this on here. It's hard kind of doing this on black table. All right. But we're going to go ahead. So I'm going to put my big piece down first. And then I'll put the other piece. I'm hoping to get this not on the table, but on the paper. And again, Crafting with Lola and Oscar is what you're watching if you happen to just come up on this. Okay. And again, today we're making a beautiful, beautiful portfolio with some African textured paper with some note cards. And I'm just making this project my own. And I think it would be a cute little gift for Christmas. It is it's not really a real time sensitive a time, I don't say time sensitive. What's the word I want? It really does, once you get everything cut, it doesn't take long at all to actually I'm gonna go ahead and put a couple of pieces across. It doesn't take long at all to put this together. And I wanted to go ahead and kind of have a lot of it done again, so not to as make the video real long. So let me go ahead and take this off so that you can see the whole table. And then, all right. If you have anything that you would like to see me make, having been watching my videos, and if you see anything or any of the collections or something because I use this Crafter's Companion. I need to buy some stock from Crafter's Companion. I buy some of this stuff. It's ridiculous. I keep saying I'm not going to do it anymore, and they ain't trying to go out of business, so they're going to constantly make stuff. All right, so now we have this liner. So I'm going to go ahead and put this down. Now here's the main thing. I want to try and make this as even as possible. Let's see. Got that? I think you can see everything. All right. So I got to concentrate because I want to be able to make sure that now it may not be totally perfect. Perfect. All right. All right. Hold on. It's not. Okay, we're gonna go with that. Oh, all right. So we got this one down. And again, what you want to do once you get your paper down is you want to go in. This paper tends to crack a little bit, so I'm not gonna burnish it really a lot. I'm just gonna bend it over. Okay. So now you can see the lines. All right. So now we'll just go ahead and we're gonna mash this up. Oops, like this. Okay. So let me go ahead and put the tape down. I had to dim my lights a little bit so there wasn't so much glare. But in dimming the lights, you can see the table. Now it's like, I can't hardly really see very good. So I got to figure out how to make that work for both our advantages. Now, one of these I didn't need to have this on. Yeah, that's fine. Is this on here? Because I can't see. All right. And again, I really wanted this to be orange, but it's okay. It could be black. I mean, because black is a predominant color in this texture pattern paper anyway. All right, so we got to cover this little area up here right here. I really like making this kind of stuff. I like making cards, but I kind of really enjoy doing this too because it really makes for really great. All right, so now make sure I got it going in the right direction. Is that right? Okay. All right, so now, see, I should have probably put it on here, but that's okay. That's about right. And actually, I think I'm just going to just let it like, I could have cut it, but that's fine. I mean, I think it's fine. All right, so now, what I want to do is go ahead and burnish this a little bit. Not a lot. Don't use anything sharp, especially if your paper doesn't really, okay, where's the other bin? Oh, right here? I'm missing something. There's another bin somewhere. Oh, I think it's right here. Where's that? One. Oh, here it is. Now, for some reason, I've had this problem before. See if it buckles a little bit. Now, you have to kind of just keep smoothing it out. That's why it's good to have what's called a bone folder. And I just grabbed this one. This one's fine. Okay. All right. So now you're all ready to go. There we go. Oh, there we go. All right. So now here is the nice base of your book. It's so darling already. All right. Now, make sure I got it going in the right direction. So the next thing I need to do, and I'm going to do this last. I'm going to put the magnet on last. All right. So this side is going to be the side where you're going to want to put your pocket, which goes like this. You can either have it going where you slide stuff in this way, or you can have it here and you can slide stuff in this way. Now, remember I used that little edgeable die, and I put that, just gave it a little design, little crinkly design or whatever, cut it like that. Okay, and here, now this is where I am going to use glue. Now you can leave this like this because nobody's going to see it, because remember, you're going to have this, like that. But I'm going to go ahead and glue this. Remember, this chipboard is going to be, it's supporting 3 3/4 by 8 7/8. And then the paper size is 9, which I already gave you, 9 5/8 by 4.5. Oh, I didn't give you this. I'm sorry. This paper right here is 9 5/8 by 4.5, and then you score it at 3/8 and 3/4, and that's what helps you to make the little. See, you can make the little tabs, because you're going to put glue here or double-sided tape. In this case, I'm going to put double-sided tape to expedite. But first, what I want to do is I'm going to go ahead and put this little thing in first. This is 3/8, okay? And I'm going to put this little support beam gilt right down in here, down on the inside. And this been a little tricky. I ain't even going to lie. It's been a little tricky. Oh, I cut it, okay. All right, there we go. All right, so now that's nice and in there. Okay. And then I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to glue this. And I'll go ahead and put the glue. Glue. And I'm going to use this glue here because it's going to stick better. But again, you want to make sure it's in, and you don't have to like, glue it like you ain't going to, just put a little glue in there. All right, and stick it in the inside. One thing with this type of glue, you want to definitely make sure you seal it up. Well, that's with any glue though, because you don't want it to get all over the place. All right, so we're going to stick this in here. Slide it just down in there. Really good like. All right, so now anything you put in, see how it's going to slide and it's going to stay. So you have a nice, good support system. I've already cut my little piece of paper for design. I've got a little piece of double-sided tape on here. I think I'm going to put some more because I might have lost this pawpaw since we've been talking. And I'm going to put a piece on the chipboard, okay? And then what I'll do also is I'm going to put some double-sided tape around here. But right now, I just want to fold this little section over. One thing about double-sided tape and chipboard, sometimes they don't like each other. They be having attitudes. Now, I could have cut this a little bit longer, but it's okay. We're just going to fold it over. Alright. Now, see, this paper kind of bent a little bit. I kind of don't like that. But I could always get creative and put another piece over there. But for right now, we'll just deal with it because maybe I can edge it up or something. All right, so we have that on there. Now, again, my little pocket is going to go right in here. But I need to put some double-sided tape on here. And I really kind of want to put, I think, let's see if we can do this up a little bit. I kind of want to put a little wider piece. And there we go. Just like that. And I have a real bad habit of tearing. I think I might do that like that. Now, in order to how to put this little part together, which is very simple, but I'll put the link. I think I can put the link on how to do this, but it's not really hard. If you just, again, you're scoring it at 3/8 and 3/4, and then you just cut it to make a little tab, because the little tab has to go there, and you just fold it down. Just like when you make a box, it's the same concept when you're making your tab. So it's the same. It's the same way. Got that going there. Okay, there's that. I'm gonna go ahead and pull this off and stick the little tab in, or the little. And here, you know, this is just a little pocket. You don't have to. You could, you could make it anything you want. You know, this is just little storage areas. Because I always, when I make stuff like this, I always like to make it to have something matching, and always, you know, clearly it's always some type of cards or something. Okay, so here we go. Now the main thing is you want to. Here's your seam, so you don't want to go over here, and you want to keep it even here. So it is a little challenging. So I'm going to bend this. I might need my glasses on because it's so dark. Let me put my glasses on, y'all. Okay. Whew. Okay, temporarily like this. So let me see how much space is up here. Now I gotta put my head's gotta be in the way right now, y'all. This could go up a little bit more, I think. Okay, so I've made this. I've glued it. Now, what you want to do is get your bone folder and go down inside and mush it. Now, if you have a lot of time, you can use glue. That's up to you, however you want to do it. I think I used double-sided. I might use glue on the other one too. But for the purpose of this video, I'm using double-sided tape. But you want to go in there and just, you know, make sure it's nice and secure. Is that crooked? It looks very crooked. Oh, yeah, it is. Oh, and again, here's the problem. Oh, oh, my paper. Oh, y'all. It's crooked. Okay, let me see if I can fix this without totally messing it up. So now if I had to use glue, I would have had a little bit of a chance of redeeming myself. Oh, jeez. Oh, I don't want this to be crooked. It needed to be up. So I think what I'm going to do is just let that go, which is not a big deal. And I think I'm going to stick some glue here. Okay, and what was going on, see, it's flush here, but it wasn't flush there and it was crooked. So I need to bring it all the way up, which I thought I did, but clearly I didn't. I'm just going to tear that because you won't be able to see it. Put some glue down here. The corner. And then just bring it all the way up. Now the only problem with that now is that I can't, it's not going to dry straight away. But at least it's straight. Okay, let me get the glue off. And so there's my little pocket. Alright. So we have that on there. So again, this is can be a little challenging. So what I wanted to do is line it up to make it nice and even. And again, here, you definitely don't want to go over the fold mark. So now when we fold this up, there we go. Okay. So what's next? The next thing would be, we can put the notepad in. Okay. Now I didn't put a notepad, would go about right there. Here's the word note, which is so cute. And then here, I'm going to go ahead and I think I'm going to use some glue on this too, because to expedite time. Because again, I don't like for my videos to be too long. That's why I kind of like to kind of pre-cut stuff together. So just to give this again, this was just a Dollar Tree notebook. I pulled the put a piece of paper over the front of it. I'll show you. Used a little edging die to give it some dimension on the paper. Okay. So again, it's just double-sided. I put tape back here. Now this is going, now here's the notebook. It's going to go in the center. I could keep this going the same way, or I could do it like that. I never really thought too much about that. I kind of like it going this way. I think I'll put it this way. And because this tape, see how I can move? See if something goes, see how it's like, oh, that's not, it's true. Oh, okay. I can move it. This tape gives me some movability. Now I'm going to put it all the way up to the edge, but I have a little bit of orange on each side. Okay. So we have that. Okay. This is so cute. Now this is where that Dottie tape comes into play. Alright. And it works great for little fine things like this. You still have to kind of be careful, because you can tear your die up or your little word up. You know, especially if your word is real delicate. Alright. Now either I can put it like that, like this, like that. Where do I want to put it? I just always like to put stuff kind of. I don't know. I think I'll do it like this in the middle. Ooh, it's down there now. Okay. Nope. Okay. All right, we'll leave it right there, because I can always maybe put something up here. All right, so now, again, this is going to go in the center. So remember, you got your space here, and if you're not too sure, the best way to do it is just bend everything up to make sure it closes properly, like that. See? All right, so we're going to go ahead and pull off this. Oh my God. Okay, here we go. We're going to go ahead and pull this double-sided tape off. And then the last thing we have to do is put the little pocket on and put the little closure. Now you can close it any way you want. I just gonna use a little magnets. I love those little magnets. Sometimes some of them suckers give me a hard time, but I really like it. Now, this paper is thin, so I gotta make sure I do not mess this up. So I'm going to, oh, dang, that's not quite dry yet, so I gotta be careful. Oh, you know what I want to tell you though? When you do close this up, you want to make sure that your little pocket thing. Okay, yeah, everything looks good. Okay, looks good. All right, let's go ahead and put the paper down. Let's see. Boom, boom, boom. Now, where's my other folder? Okay, so I got they're right there. Because once this goes down, because of this kind of paper, okay, I think it's good. And again, I could have used glue. All right. So we'll turn this over like that and just kind of give it a good little burnish. And again, these are those notepads. They're all stuck together. So instead of 3, I took one off because I was afraid it might be a little too thick. I might have could have left it, but that's okay. So now you have your notepad. Okay, you have your little area where you can put stuff in. You can put a little pin here, but that's for another time. It's not hard. You just not hard. I'm just not gonna do it that way. All right, so we got that. All right. Things are looking really, really good so far, right? So the last little thing for this project that I want, not last little thing, is the pocket. So let's take a look at the pocket that goes in here. Again, that's that die. So you're gonna need that die or something to make you some little Mountain Valley. You put your double-sided tape on, and these are the little gussets. And that what's going to happen is that they're going to go in. They're called gussets, you know. This piece of paper is 8 1/4 by 5 1/2. Okay, I've already put my little deal on there. Okay, the design, but I want to make sure I get this right in FY. All right, there we go. So it's going to be like that. And you can always put something here as well if you want. Excuse me. But the main thing right now is I want to go ahead and put these down. You can glue them or double side, whatever you choose. You know, that's up to you, whatever you feel comfortable in doing. Okay. Now, the easiest way to do this is I'm going to turn this so I can see what the sand blazers I'm doing. All right. Put it all the way to the end. All right. So one's here. Okay, and then we'll put the other one on. Okay. All right. Oh, wait. Oh, I'm doing all right. This is funny. Are y'all like me? You know, some stuff you can do right, and then when you got to do it on the other side, you just can't get with it. It's like, why am I having some difficulties with that? All right, now you have this on here. Fold this down, right? And then just fold this over. And that's how you're going to get your nice little gusseted pockets. Okay, doesn't hurt to hold it down for a little bit. Okay, and there we go with that. And I'm going to burnish this so this will stay closed a little bit more. And there you go with your cute little pocket that you can put whatever stamps or whatever you want to put in that. You can see like that. Okay. And you can also, if you want to, if you have extra paper, you know, which I do somewhere, but I can't find any of that. But you can also put, you know, if you wanted to decorate it and not have that all white, you can always put something down there. Now what's going to happen is that we're going to put double-sided tape on again or glue. And I think I'm having a little problem with the double-sided tape because this paper is real thin. I think what I want to do is, now it won't go this way, and it's not going to go this way because you need to put your magnet down. Okay? So what I think before I put this in here, what I'm going to do is I'm going to place my magnets wherever I want my magnets to be. And I don't want that little something is not quite done. It's not quite as even as I would like this one, but that's okay. All right, so I don't want it like that. I mean, you could, but you can't because your magnets. You got to close it up like this. All right, so let's see. I want my magnet to be about right there. Right. So what did I do? Oh, here we go. So these little magnets are something else, right? So I'm gonna grab, and they are real thin, nice and thin, as you can see. See how nice and thin they are? It take a minute to get off. Woo! Always rebellion. Always rebellion. Look at this, would you? Okay, wait. Seriously. These little jokers will stick. Okay, so there's one. And the best thing to do is stick them, go ahead and stick them back together. Ta-da! And then let me go back and decide again where I want this to be. Okay, probably about right here again in the middle. So I'm putting my finger over, and I'm going to put it about right there. About right there. So I'm going to take this down for right now using some temporary tape because I don't want to, if I put permanent tape, it seems like it'll just, so that's where I'm going to glue my magnets on when I get ready to glue. Now, here's the thing is I want to put my little pocket on, right? So now I know, okay, because I don't want my pocket to block. Now, this is pretty great. I'm not sure why. Okay, there we go. So the pocket, again, won't fit this way because, see, it's got a bend. So you got to put it going this direction. You have to decide, and I think, do you want your little pocket to be like this, and you open it up and reach in, or do you want your little pocket to be like this? Okay, I kind of like it going this way. So I'm going to go ahead and put, I think I am going to use double-sided tape. Yeah, I'm going to use double-sided tape. And I'm just, I'll put it down there. It's just going to be down there. It's going to have to be right and tight. All right. Double-sided tape. Here. Right, we're almost done with this little project, okay? Alright. Last but not least, we'll talk about the little note cards that I've created. Now, I haven't put any sentiments in it or anything like that. I'm just giving you a general idea. Okay, so now I want my little pocket to go. Try my best. Now, again, you got to fold here, so you don't want to mess up. You don't want to block your magnets. I'm going to try and put it in the middle. Center it. I think it needs to come up a little bit, about right there. Lord, let that be right, please. All right. Then we'll go in. We'll smush this down. Now you have a nice little amount of space in there, as you can see. Okay. You could also put a little magnet here if you wanted to, or a little piece of Velcro, depending on how strong your paper is. Okay. But for right now, I'm just going to put a little piece of double-sided tape on there until I determine how I want to keep that closed. Because see, as you can see, it's not going to close straight away. So you have to come up with some little closure. But for right now, that's that. Okay. So now, once we close everything up, okay, we have that. Again, I'm going to glue my magnet later. Okay, I love this. I think it's so cute. All right. So last but not least are some little cute, adorable gift cards that I created to go inside this little portfolio using that African textured paper. So let's push this to the side and let's take a look at these adorable cards. So I put 4 in here. So these are just normal gift cards. These are normal cards, like 4 1/4 by 5 1/4, something like that. I made them 2 different ways, and I showed you the dies from at the beginning of the video. And then I'm just trying to pull everything out. So these are so cute. I have everything down temporarily right now until I decide how I want to glue it down. All right, so we have some of the cute. These are cute. I just love it. One says "Hello, friend," and then I took that paper and I just covered the entire card, the entire little. And they were little note cards I had forever, and I just never used them. And I said, you know what? Just cover them up with this paper, and it's perfect. This is almost like Xerox. It's like copier paper. That's how thin it is. So I just covered it, and then you can get you some little inserts. Just the inserts will go in here, stamp, pre-stamp, or you could just leave them blank if you want to. They would go inside here, and you'd hear your little cards. So I want to see how many will go in here. Here's another one. This one says, "Hey, friend." Isn't that adorable? This one says hello. It simply just says hello. So I have 2 tints and then 2 just like going the long way. So a tint, so basically like that, right? So hey girl, hello. This one says hey friend. And again, I don't have it down permanent. I will do that in a little bit. I just want to see how many are going to actually go into the pocket with the envelopes. And then this one just simply says friend. Okay, so here are your 4 little note cards. Let's see how well they're going to go in there. All right. Now, they won't go this way because you got to need it. At least I don't think they will. Let me see. But see, your envelopes won't go. So you do want to kind of. That didn't stick. All right. So see, you do want to. It will go. See how it goes, but it won't. So don't even go down that road. Just go this. Put them in here. Oh. Put them in like this, like that, and then it was 4 of one with the envelopes. I just want to see. Yeah, 1, 2, and they're so thin. I'm sure another one will go in there. I don't know what the 4th one is. Your envelopes will go in the back, like that. Now the envelope's obviously gonna be a little bit bigger. Okay, and there you have it. Adorable. Now, for the outside, I haven't decided what I want to do for the outside. This is pretty busy, so I would probably go back and use some of the orange, uh, the tangerine paper that I used, and do something there. But this is kind of busy already, so you don't want too much. Okay, but that is it. So the last thing that you, after I finish doing that, well, the last thing would be is that I would go ahead and put some glue on my magnets, right? And then glue on this magnet and glue on this magnet. Line it up however you want it lined up, okay? And then you want to find something that will sit down on this with a little heaviness and just let it sit for a day or so to make sure that this is nice and glued on to your project. All right, so that is it. If you thank you guys so much for watching. Again, if you have any questions, you can always reach out to me, Crafting with Lola and Oscar, on the YouTube channel. Okay, you can also email me at danielslola35. So today we have again been making this adorable portfolio out of the African texture card. And let me see if I can hold it up. cardstock or paper stock. Hold it up. Then you have your little pocket here. So remember, you're going to want to find some little closure, so way to have this closed up. Okay. Also, here's your notepad, which is adorable. Your little notepad, and then you have your cards with the envelope that goes in here. And then if you want to, you do have space to create a little holder for your pen or pencil. Okay. That is it. You guys, thanks so much for watching. And you guys have a wonderful, wonderful weekend. Let me show you the other one again. There we go. So, and here's the one that we did out of rose gold. Okay. Okay, put that there. Okay. And let me show you this one. The one in rose gold. There's a little pocket again here. Okay. And this was all using all the rose gold, the Crafts Companion rose gold collection. All this comes from the embossing folder, the little dies, the papers, the corner, the border dies, and embossing folders. Yeah. All right. The ribbon, everything. This is all from the rose gold collection. This particular one, and including this right here. Okay, guys. So that is it. Take care. Bye-bye. Thanks for watching.